Welcome back, everyone, to the Cannapreneur Partners Canna Newsbreak. We're going to talk about females in cannabis. We got a few articles here that are really sort of showing that the differences in what females buy versus men when they go to cannabis store, and how women are rapidly becoming a presence in the space. Just over 50% of the population, but women tend to guide 70 to 80% of household purchases, right? Whether it be from food, cleaning supplies, whatever, things for the kids or whatever you want to do. Women tend to drive those. But in the cannabis space, women are only 36% of purchasers. So if you kind of take a step back and look at that, that means that market is probably going to almost double in size over the coming future. And cannabis companies need to be able to respond both for their marketing efforts and their product efforts, and to be quite frank, their the designs of the insides of their dispensaries need to start taking a rapidly increasing female consumer into task. If you look at the industry of itself, there's some amazing stats from it. 37%, this is a 2019 study, so it's probably higher now, 37% of executive level positions in the cannabis space were women. And that dwarfs the 21% national average for women in cannabis, women in other industries in the executive space. So that's a fantastic thing. The cannabis industry also pays significantly higher than your typical retail establishment, food service establishment, or whatever. Minimum wage, and we're seeing in Massachusetts, we're seeing starting salaries from $15 to $18 to $20 an hour for bud tenders. And again, that dwarfs other industries in the retail space. Women are the biggest buyers of cannabis drinks. We've been saying for a long time that the drink space is going to be something that's going to be massive and huge, and women are already into that trend. It's a small space right now. There's room for massive growth in that space. I mean, right now, 1.6% to 2.8% in February 1 are the percentage of drink market, the percentages drinks have in the cannabis market. So it's minute right now. Women are the number one category buyers of this, and it is the fastest growing segment in the cannabis space right now. So watch out for women. Watch out for the edibles. Women are strongly supporting it. So 61% of women, this was in 2019, so that number is probably 70% now, want marijuana legalized. Back in 2012, that was only 44%. So the number of women who support legalization of cannabis is up probably 80% in the last decade. Women tend to use cannabis to reduce stress, anxiety, chronic pain, and sleep quality, and prevent nausea. Slightly different than men. Men tend to use the recreational of cannabis side of it higher up in that scale than women do. Women are more likely than men to try different types of marijuana projects, such as capsules, topicals, lotions, creams, sprays, etc., than men are, who tend to stick towards flower and vape. Tends to be their primary method of ingesting the plant. The women's share of purchasing in cannabis has doubled since 2019. So the industry really needs to make sure that it's taking this massively growing, powerful purchasing segment of the population. It's growing fast in the cannabis space, and if you do your dispensary tours and you look around in the new states, we're talking the newer states, not the Californias that have been in, or the Colorados that have been legal for nearly a decade now. You'll start to notice some of these changes, from packaging to types of products, to the layouts of the dispensaries, making it more eye-appealing, making it more a friendly environment instead of some of the sterile environments that we've seen in a lot of the early dispensaries. So the industry's doing it. This is going to be a really neat trend to watch, because when you have, just over 50% of the U.S. population entering rapidly into any retail segment, no matter what it is, there will be significant changes in how that segment conducts its activities in the future. So that's going to be neat to watch. So, and us being big fans of the beverages and stuff here, kudos to the women to being out in front on that and driving that segment, because nothing gets more of something into the market than people really wanting it. So That's all for this one. Congratulations to the women, and let's see how the industry responds.